The following takes place between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m.
That can help lead to the person who owned this poor animal and led this to happen.
Well, right now the reward is up to about $5,350.
Yep.
And that's for any information leading to whoever owned this dog, and with us enough information for us to charge and have this person convicted of what happened to this dog. So anybody who has any information that can be a solid lead, anyone who may have witnessed this dog in a similar condition to this on a property with somebody who actually owned this dog, that's what we're looking for now. We're getting a lot of calls from people who are saying that, I knew a breeder who used to breed these types of dogs, or my next door neighbor used to have a dog that was that color and things like that, but that's nothing we can go on. We actually need somebody who can put this dog in this condition in someone's care. That's what we need right now, somebody who can really give us that information.
What's the closest lead that you've gotten right now?
Pretty much just people who are suspecting possible puppy mills or something like that, but really and truly there have been absolutely no leads that have been anywhere near concrete enough for us to be able to do anything with. I mean, pretty much almost all the leads that have come in have just gotten absolutely nowhere.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
You'd think that you'd think a little bit different, though. I mean, that's well, we're going to keep doing our best, and hopefully something will come out of it. And Ruby, listen, you have a great weekend. Relax now. Have that glass of red wine, because I know you don't like white wine. So have that glass of red wine. Relax, and have yourself a wonderful weekend. Okay?
Thank you.
Take care. Thanks, Ruby.
Take care. That's Ruby of the Durham Humane Society. If you have any more information, and if you have any information about this, or you want to see the condition of Phoenix and send maybe your well wishes or anything to do about the Durham Humane Society and the great work that they're doing, just go to their website at durhamhumanesociety.com and just Google this. And it's a gut wrenching story. And let's hope next week we're going to have some good news about the cancer.
Yes.
So,
now, we've got a listener who actually has emailed me a news story, and I just want to quickly read it. It's pretty sad, and then I'll let you go on to yours, because yours is kind of cute.
You think mine's cute?
Is it? I don't know. I didn't read it.
Well, then how can you think it's not cute?
No, you're right. It's not cute. But anyway, SPCA exec dog dies after being left in hot car. Apparently, there's an SPCA executive, and his dog died after being left in a hot car. He's an executive for an anti-animal cruelty group.
I don't think he should be an executive anymore.
Says her 16-year-old blind and deaf dog died after she accidentally left him in the hot car for 4 hours.
How do you accidentally leave
no idea. Anyway,
anything in a car?
That's on MSNBC.com.
I accidentally leave. You leave the GPS in the car.
Yeah,
in the car.
Bad.
How do you
4 hours? Deaf and anyway.
Remember we did a story one time where there was a dog that was left in a car in the middle of winter for 4 days while the owner went away to Florida and then came back, and the dog survived.
I know, that's incredible.
That to me is, as Mike says and hasn't said in a long time, wonderful and unbelievable. Just take it. Yes. Now my story, you ready, Richmond?
He's ready.
This comes from the Annex. No, I'm just kidding. Prankster's Pooch menu is no joke for dog lovers. Okay, let me read this for you. Now, this is all over the news in Toronto. Even though they did not sample Mel Gikman's... What a name, seriously. Mel Gikman's fictional Poodle with Noodle, or Mugo Guy Pooch, High Park area residents have found his menu for authentic Asian canine cuisine so tasteless that they've called the police on him earlier on this week. Now, this story's been all over the place. This guy says, you know what, I'm going to have a little fun. I'm going to put a menu out there. And in the menu, I'm going to use, different types of dog dishes in the heart of the Toronto's dog community. Yeah. So on Wednesday, menus for the Dog Liver Cafe, owned and operated by a chef, and the chef's name is High Park, also fictional, were left on cars parked near the leash-free area of High Park. Okay, Shady, everybody knows about that park. It's a beautiful park. Dog lovers took such offense to what they saw and they read, they called the police. Okay, because you got to remember, last summer, there was a lot of dogs that were poisoned by antifreeze in that park.
Yeah.
2 of them were fatally killed. Obviously, fatally killed. So
Glad
little
you corrected
the Glickman here, the doorknob here, I'm going to call him a 68-year-old retired architect who has a distaste for QP workers. This is what it says. Anyways, he says that his menu has nothing to do other than anything but was a joke. He was proud, I quote, he was proud that the fake 50 items available at the non-existing Dog Liver Cafe crafted with rhyme and it was kind of a dark sense of humor. He says, and I quote, "I call this an exercise in creative writing," he said at his home. Well, people go out there and kill people may just call that, hey, let's just see if I can get caught once. If I don't get caught, I'm going to keep doing it. That's a serial killer. I'm not going to say that that's what this guy is, but anyways. And he also goes on to say that the flyers were not meant to be offensive toward Asian people or dog lovers, and are certainly not toward dogs. In fact, he loves dogs and would love to have one if his wife would let him. What kind of an excuse is that? Be like, seriously, that's his excuse. Anyways, he says at the same time, he would also try dog meat if he had the chance. So I say we send him on a plane, and we send him over to Beijing, beautiful city that embraces that type of those types of menus, and we steal his passport and never let him come back. What do you think about that? No, but anyways, a lot of people think once again that this is that he has a good sense of humor. Glickman printed over 100 flyers and began distributing them in the neighborhood earlier in the week. Wednesday, he was targeting the larger vehicles parked at Hyde Park, which together, yeah. All I'm going to say is that this guy is doing nothing more than trying to get his name and his restaurant out there.
Yep. Well, he doesn't have a restaurant. He's just making up a fictional restaurant, right? It's a fictional restaurant with a fictional menu.
But
Yeah.
he's trying to get himself out there.
Oh yeah, Yeah.
All it is a
It's not
PR
his
stunt.
name. His name.
So
is
if
out
you
there,
live in Hyde Park, I want to know what you think about this. This is pretty interesting. Call the show 416-785-0680, 416-785-0680, and you will win. You win a great meal, courtesy of Dog Liver Cafe. No, I'm just kidding. You won't win a meal from Dog Liver Cafe.
which doesn't exist.
Wouldn't that be funny if they were? Owners and slobby canines. Anyways, that's the news of the week, and that is brought to you by Hill's Pet Nutrition, the makers of Science Diet, Prescription Diet, Pet Food, and www.ismydogoverweight.ca. And remember when you were in high school and your friend said, "I think you're gaining a little bit of weight"? That happened to me several times. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we do every week, I read you a joke. Oh my goodness, he was on cue. What is going on with you? Did you take your Ritalin today? You did something, because you're on cue. Oh, dirty Richmond, I saw that. Okay, here we go. Mike, you ready?
Yep, ready.
Well, you're supposed to say Aaron. Go for it.
Oh, go for it, Rick. Sorry.
You call me Richmond.
I said Aaron, go for it. Read away.
Here I go. A man goes into a cinema to watch his. Sorry.
Having trouble? A word there?
A man goes into a cinema with his dog to watch a film. It's a romantic comedy. When there's a funny scene, the dog starts laughing. A little later on, there's a sad part, and suddenly the dog starts crying. This goes on throughout the entire film, laughing and crying at all the right places. A man sitting a few rows back has witnessed the entire thing and decides to follow the man out. In the lobby, he approaches the dog and the dog owner, and he says, "That's truly amazing." The person says, "It certainly is," the dog owner replied. "He hated the book." John, thank it. It's
cute.
Thank you. Another one. A police officer sees a man driving around a pickup truck full of penguins. He pulls over the guy and says, "You can't drive around with penguins in this town. Take them to the zoo immediately." The next day, the officer sees the guy still driving around in the truck full of penguins again. This time, the penguins are all wearing sunglasses. He pulls the guy over and yells, "I thought I told you to take these penguins to the zoo yesterday." The guy replies, "I did. Today I'm taking them to the beach." He had the sunglasses.
Yeah, I got it.
Such cute little penguins.
That's cute.
I like it.
Yeah, that's cute.
Okay, next week it's going to be the return of Dr. Mike's joke of the week.
I'll try and keep them as funny as yours.